Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the professor with Day Trading for Success. Today, we're going to be doing some trading demonstrations with a group of people here. We're going to be showing the open strategy that we use mixed in with sort of some of the levels from the RV strategy, the range-bound strategy. Specifically, though, one of the open strategies we've been working on and you've seen some of it here if you've watched some of our open strategies. So there's a lot of archive videos showing these types of strategies on the channel. So here on this channel, we're trying to show everybody how they can potentially make, I just made that disclaimer disappear. Now I have two. How people can make $100, $200, $300, $400 a day. We don't sell any courses. Everything we give away here, all the layouts, all the custom scripts. All we ask is that you watch this, and please read this disclaimer. So we are not licensed financial advisors. This is an entertainment channel. Hopefully you can learn some tips and tricks along your trading journey to put to your use, but we're not don't want you to try to emulate us without talking to a licensed financial advisor and trading in a simulator to make sure these strategies work for you. And one of the things about that is that strategies are different for everybody. You kind of have to find what works for you with what you're comfortable with in risking, your risk reward ratio and how you feel comfortable trading. You might not feel comfortable. Like today, we're all going to be trading 2,000 shares. And as you can see, these are multiplied by 100. It's going to be no problem getting filled. We will be doing market only so that we have no partials and everybody is there's no FOMO. We will be using the scalp as indicated. We will be looking at level 2 today because of the price of this stock. So it will come into play more than some of the other times. And how does this strategy work? So if you want to see exactly the criterion to pick up this stock, one of the first books that I helped get published was the Trading Journal Logbook, just so I could get everybody to log. So that was put out by the $1 Million Margin Club before they changed their name. So it won't be on their author's page. But it does have the criteria to pick stocks for the open. But I know they're going to be coming out with a brand new open strategy book in the coming months. But until then, if you want to see the criteria to get to the stocks that we trade, there's a link to the Trading Journal Logbook. The other books that I highly recommend you get are Trading in the Zone to help you get into the mental there's the mental analysis as opposed to fundamental and technical. We're going to be doing technical analysis, not really fundamental, but also we're going to be doing mental analysis to trade. It just helps you control. And it basically teaches you about the probability and outcomes that, you need a larger, once you figure out, how the best strategy for you, you need a larger sampling size before you just decide it's not working, like 100 trades, 150, and stick with the trades. But you want to make sure it's working for you first in a simulator. But if you just look at it like that, like probability and outcome and not, the money, one of the things that Mark Douglas says to do is take the entire amount over however many days as you're sampling. Say you're going to sample 20 days. Figure your share size on that 20-day period, like you could lose every single trade. And you have to be okay with that. So that might mean you're only trading 1 share or 5 shares or 10 shares, because at any point a trade could go against you. It's not completely totally random, right? Because you're hoping you have an edge based on some of the things we teach you here, other channels, other books, Best Loser Wins. Of course, the Day Trading Series volume, the #1 best-selling Day Trading Volume 1, 2, and 3. You're going to want to get those. I'll have links to all those 5 or 6 books that help you on your way besides what we offer here. So this gray is showing that we're in the pre-market. This will be the open session. So we're going to wait to start trading in the open session. And then you'll see the scalpers indicator, which is a free script we offer here, along with on episode 83, there's a whole bunch of scripts. Now, this is Thinkorswim. And it's right now I'm on Charles Schwab. I know a lot of people are still on TD Ameritrade, where Thinkorswim used to only be, but now that's been bought out by Charles Schwab. So we got a bunch of people still on TD Ameritrade and a bunch of people on Charles Schwab. So the scripts are kind of a mishmash. Some are working on TD and some are working on Charles Schwab. We have the scalpers indicator, the most popular one. There has been one made for both of those. I know some people are having trouble, but I've tried it again and again and again. And I think either I don't know for sure, guys. I'm not, maybe it just will not work for you, and I don't know why. But what's been happening to a lot of people is when they highlight it, the URL number, and they you go up into your setup and you bring down import. You need to push Control V. So if you're not pushing Control V, then it's not going to move in. You can't paste. And also look at the name of the one you're bringing in, because if you're typing in DTS and not $1 Million Margin Club, and that's the one that you've imported, you might not be finding it inside of your charts, inside here. So like on this one, if I just type in MI, see all the ones that come up, and then under DTS, then they have all these different ones. So now I don't even have them all in here yet into Schwab yet, so I'm still kind of converting them as I need them. But just to give you some idea, that might be that you're looking at the wrong name, that you didn't push Control V, or that when you highlighted it, you went a little too far. I know this seems like simple stuff. You're going, I wouldn't do that, but probably somebody has, captured too much of the script, and I don't mean you. But somebody. So if none of those things I don't know why it's not working. So we're going to start trading in about 4 minutes. The rest of the layout here, this is a 15-minute, this is a 5-minute. So what did I do here? I marked pre-market. This is active trader, and that's level 2. I marked the pre-market high and low. There's the pre-market high, and then down here somewhere is the pre-market low. I also marked 2 levels of Fibonacci. You guys have probably seen that from the RV strategy, which is in Day Trading Volume 1. So I go to, the high to low, in this case, left to right, and I got us some support. There's the day average. Remember how we do that on so many videos I've showed you guys about how to do that. So hopefully you know how to do that now. So you're marking your total range, then you're marking the Fibonacci in 2 different ways. I'm not going to have time to go over everything here. And this is a 2-day 5-minute. It's off the chart a little bit here, but it's there. This one is high to low. It's always left to right. And that gave us more of these support and resistance levels that create channels, ceilings and floors. And we trade within those channels, ceilings and floors. So I'll be using this 1-minute chart to actually trade. I'll be calling the ball for everybody, but obviously people can take their own trades. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. I also have the volume profile set up in here. That is, my mic's still on, right? Check in here. Yes, okay. The volume profile is set for intraday. So although the market's going to open, there's there's definitely people who are that trade a certain way, and I've done it before too. You look at the pre-market and you see if it's consolidating. You look for news, a catalyst on the stock. In this case, it's Mara. If it looks like there's great news and it's been going straight across, you would think that the stock's going to go up at the open, at the very first 1 minute. And a lot of people do that. They jump in instantly. Just jump in, 2,000 shares, 1 minute. And then if it starts to go the other way, they jump out. If it goes the other way, if it goes down. But then they ride it, they ride it until it just starts to slow down. Then they get out and they make $100, $200, $300. And then they walk away. That's my day. I'm done, because I know if I trade anymore, I'm not going to do well. So I go away. And I know a lot of people that trade like that, so it's something that's one way to trade the open. And I know that the open strategy book is going to go into that in detail about how to determine the best way the stock is going to go. So we'll be carrying all those videos on how to do that. See how the volume profile is telling us this is the point of control. So right now it's almost telling us, the way this action is up here, that when the market opens, we're going to want to go long. But what I'm going to wait for, no matter what, is for, if it goes up, is to break this pre-market. That is this strategy. And if I'm wrong and it goes down here, then we want it to break the pre-market low, way down there. But it is poised to go up the way it's been consolidating across the pre-market here. We have just about 30 seconds, guys, for this to start. So we'll see how we do here. That's my 5 minutes. I'm just getting everything so I can see it. So this was marked on a 1 minute. That's why you don't see it there. Just make sure we got that in the right spot. Yeah, you can see it's right there. So let's see. I think it's a penny off, whatever. That's at 72 on the high. This is 73. Okay, guys, here we go. And we're off. Now, obviously, you can go in if you want. Wow. So look at that. It seemed like it was going to go up and it went down. So this is why it's almost like a crapshoot if you do that strategy I just said, because it was pointing to it going up and it might go, we might be breaking the pre-market low here. Although the one thing I do know is just forget about this candle right now, other than it might set highs and new highs and lows. It's just not smart to go in. Look, I am guilty of it. No question. I will trade this sometimes. I've also noticed that there's a delay on Thinkorswim. And I know that when I used Street Smart Edge on Charles Schwab, there was a real delay. I was huge. I mean, they banned me from trading. I tell a story about that in some of my other videos where I was using hotkeys. And right now I'm talking because there's no way I'm going in here. So I'm just very calm about the price action here. I am looking at stuff here. But anyway, okay, so now it's starting to go up. So it could happen really quick. So I won't be using hotkeys here. I'll be using the buttons so you can see. And let's just see. Now it's sort of slowed down again. But yeah, I used to use hotkeys on Street Smart Edge, which they're getting rid of on Charles Schwab anytime now. It might be gone already. I haven't looked in a while. And I would get ahead. They would let me short stocks that were non-shortable, and I would get ahead. I'd be like, the hotkeys would put me like 3 or 4 trades ahead, and it wouldn't resolve. And then suddenly I'm getting these notes that you've broken all these rules. I'm like, don't you guys have on your $7 trillion money management platform, because they managed $7 trillion at that time. I remember I had to go and file a trade dispute. That's why I know so many of these facts, that I fought this thing tooth and nail, because it kept happening and I kept saying no, and then they banned me for life from margin, and that is not cool. So look, I'm going to go ahead and take that in anticipation. It tapped it, and I went in on the tap. 2,000 shares. So, oops, I should have waited till it actually broke it there. So what did I get it at? 71. So I'm right at I'm 2 cents below it. So we'll allow me that mistake. I think I will, as the judge. So now we're not expecting points and points of movement here. I'd be looking for $20 even, or let's see here. Yeah, that's a 4-hour right there. Where's the ATR high? No, this is where your $20 is. Where's our ATR high? Oh, it's way up there, $20.80. Okay. So maybe this fib, maybe right here. Oh, whoa. Okay. So that's a good trade to start. So let's not lose it, because we don't have a lot of points with this. Now, I am looking at the level 2, and I just saw 2,500 shares blow right by. So on the ask, it is going up. Now, remember, there's a lot of hidden, and we will get spoofing on this. So be careful. And that means people putting orders out there that they pull off before they're filled. I'm gonna turn around at exactly $20 and try to manage a bad position if it doesn't stop going up, but it's not getting to the 20. Oh, there it is. Now I'm looking at the market maker. Oh, what did I get there? It dropped right when I did it. So I should have probably, I got out just a little too soon there. I just reversed a little too soon there. So let me just hold this for a second here. I've got a nice cushion now, because so it's turning around. There we go. So there's a 4-hour. It's going to go to that other 4-hour. Wow, I should have taken that 240. So we're going to have to do some small scalping here. And I'm looking for right at that 4-hour. It's stopping, which is 87. Nope, now it went down 81, 82, 83. So let's look where the pre-market is. Right where the pre-market is as a spot to turn around again. So that's at 70. Let me just see. That's 78, 79. It doesn't look like it's going to. I think it already stopped. 9, 8. I'm going to take it at 8. I got it at 9. So I banked some. So I probably took that a little soon again, but I'm anticipating a turnaround right here and sometimes a slippage. Now we've got a really tight spread, which is great. But what happens is that to fill me, sometimes it could jump a cent or two just because of my share size. But look at every one of these is 600, 800, 1,000, 2,000. So it's not hard to fill my 2,000, except now it's going the wrong way. But again, we've got a cushion. So, oops, I don't want to see that. All right, so my max loss is actually $300, which is an odd number. Did we say 300? No, we said 400. $400 based on this, doubling that. That's a 2,000, but $400 per trade, $1,000 for the day. I mean, I don't expect to hit those. I have high confidence trading this. I'm very, very used to this type of trading, scalping. This is what I did for years before I moved into the RV strategy at 10 o'clock. Is I scalped, right at the open for a while. Usually I'm on light speed, but, I don't pay trading fees here, and this is easier for you guys too. So, what are we at? 99? Did we get to? I'm going to take that. That got to just right to $20 again. What did I get at? $19.99. Wow, that happened fast. So I went ahead and reversed right there. Man, I should have grabbed that little tiny. I'm going to grab that. Why, it's trying to make up its mind here. I'm going to grab it again. Did I? Oh, I actually lost money. Wasn't that? Isn't that where I was? Nah, I can't remember. I tried to catch a few of these bounces. Yeah, there was definitely enough money coming through, 3,200, enough action coming through to maybe not slip so far. I'm looking at this like when I trade, I don't, I look down here, how many are at 86s? How many at 84? How many in a row do I have to slip that adds up to my 2,000? And that's, there's 2,100, which is really not the, it probably will get filled anyway because there's all these hidden things here. There's all these hidden stuff here that we don't have. Almost half of these orders are hidden. So, but you're hearing me talk about this because I'm going to get filled because I'm pressing market. You might see a 1-2 delay before you hear the little bell because it's calking very quickly. It's going to slip down and grab some others, but then they'll fill me. And their job is to try to make it the best fill. But I know when I press market, I'm going to get filled. Sometimes there's a slight delay. I had some trouble with Mara when we were testing the mid-cap strategy a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, as you guys probably saw. I think it was Mara was one of the ones. I was having trouble getting completely filled, and it was very annoying because in market you're supposed to be filled. So that was the first time I had run into that in a long, long time. And I called about it. I called and they were saying they should have filled you, and I was like, yeah, they should have filled me because I'm okay with the slippage. So why is it waiting for the number to come back again or something? It's not a limit order. It was give me the best that you could give me at that time. So just. It's hard sometimes for the platform to keep up with the thousands of traders and the weird things that we all do. And I haven't even looked at this yet. Usually you need to wait kind of for a pattern so you can see the buyers are dropping off here. So the green is the buyers, the red is the sellers, the blue is the volume. This is the famous scalping indicator. This is showing you the momentum. Right now it's switched back to buying. Did I miss a move there? I'm going to reverse there real quick. Looked like it was going up on that. No? Oh, wow. What did I do? Did I mess that up? Oh, man. Really? Bounce back up there. Bounce. It looked like the scalper indicator made me do that, but I'm going to take a hit. Oh, my God. That was painful. Everything else says go down, so Not enough points to be losing 250 bucks on a trade. So that wasn't good. Whoa, look at it go. And that's what I thought was about to happen. So now is it going to reverse at the, nope, it went through the VWAP this time. So look at the next 4. That's at 70. Look at the fib then if it breaks this. This, where the arrows are, and seeing that coming in right there, that's where I would reverse right now, which is about 1950-ish if it gets down there. 1950. I don't know if it's going to get all the way. It's stepping at the point of control. I'm going to take that. What is that? 56. I saw 54. It slipped a couple of cents. It got back what I lost. Of course, I could lose it again in a split second here. So we were all thinking that we could get to between $2,000 and $3,000 today based on previous action of looking at this stock. And I know some of the other guys have been trading it. So I'm going to look to bank off the pre-market high again for a shorter trade, for shorter amount of money here, and just try to catch some of these scalps that I did so woefully bad on a second ago. The scalpers indicator fooled me. It looked very strong for buyer, but then it just fell off the second I pushed the button. Now remember, all these things are delayed, so you can only try to catch the wave as it passes, but the wave's already moving. This is the only thing that's current. And then a split second later, these things happen. So you can't get them right all the time. That's the thing. You can try to catch the momentum, but that's why getting proficient at level 2 is helpful, because you can kind of read the changes as they come up, like that. That share size just blocked it. Look at that 8,000. So we got 8,000 right there that could possibly stop it, but I don't think so. Not with all the heavy hitters trading right now. So, and that could be a spoof too. It could be just, that was back down at 60 cents. I'm going to take that. What did I get that at? That was, it blew by there. And now let's just see. Oh, man. The whole thing about emotional and mental trading, like I was mentioning earlier, is you need to try to just turn off that what this is. You have to trust in your strategy that you're going to come out ahead based on all your back testing. So then you just say, well, after 20 trades, today I might do 20 or 25 trades, say, whatever. I don't know how many, but I believe I'm going to get 80 to 90% of those correct. So I can't be worried about this number. You hear me go, It's almost like I've learned to respond that way for everybody, because inside I'm not really concerned, and I'm not trying to brag. I mean, it's the way that you trade, like he talks about getting in the zone. It's the way of just like, if you get stuck on each individual one, you're not there yet. You have to say, now, obviously, your strategy has to work. So you have to test your strategy. But once you know it works, then just follow the signals on your strategy. And there's no guarantee they're going to work. But overall, they should work because you tested it. Now, with the RV strategy, it's already been tested for you. But how you trade within that strategy makes a big difference. Somebody could know it perfectly, but then not react because of the way they've been conditioned through their life to be affected by fear, and then they might not trade. And I'm saying, when I started this channel, I said I wasn't going to talk about a lot of emotional stuff because it seemed like everybody was, but I've been listening to some of the everybody's, and I feel like I need to put in my 2 cents here. I'm going to actually hit that reverse. I want to go back the other way. Jeez, I lost it on the slip. But I saw it was just too strong. So is it going to break that fib? So now my typical way of trading would say that right down here between the 50 cent mark, which is a psychological point where people might turn around, or might consider it to be a spot to come in or go out. And then you have the bottom of the volume profile, the value, the lower of the value level of the volume profile, pushing it back up. You have, okay, well, this is coming down strong here. This is the volume profile. That's the point. Okay, so it already, never mind. I was going to say, I think it's going to go back up. Wow, I'm going to take that when I get that. Wow. So, oh, and it's still going. Yeah, I just really thought that I wanted to bank that. I'm going to go back down long. I'm going to go back with it long down. I mean, downward, short. I mean, trying to say short. See if it gets down to, if it breaks this. So this is the 1930. So I'm almost right there. 1939, 1938. Look at what the market maker gives you, although it's almost exactly what they're showing you on the bid and the ask on this stock. It's not like some of the big, like NVIDIA we've been trading and stuff. Right, so we're only 15 minutes in. We're doing good, guys. I look to bounce off every single one of these, and when I get to it, then I look at what's happening here and what's in the pike coming up and down to see, should I respect the line or not. Wow, what just happened there? I probably should have respected it back here, but it never really hit it, right? So it never really hit it. So, but I don't like to see those kind of numbers. Now it is 2,000 shares, so every penny's $20. Can add up fast. It does seem like it is turning around and I'm in the wrong position. But look at this scalpers indicator and say, nope, hang on, it's 100%. It was hitting 100% people selling. So it's a great indicator to get. I'm looking at what might be starting to slow it down, but it looks like you're not going to have any real slowdown. Those just blew right by it. So I know there's a whole bunch of people up here with me trading 2,000 shares too. So it's just not big. These numbers are not big enough. Now, when those 10,000s roll by, like I just saw there, that's worth taking note of. Wow, is it going to go down to that next 4 hour? I'm looking to turn around down there. There's been a big gap to get there. Wow, it hit down to, it's 14 cents. It hit it. It looks like it's turning around. Is it going to bank off of it? Oh, I should have grabbed it there. Right when it hit it, I should have grabbed it. Resting on it. Come on, get me back down into the 19.0 something. Closer to $19. I want to try to squeeze every dime out of this. It's going back. It's going back. All right, almost sold there at 19.20. Now it's starting to get higher highs again here, so I'm starting to worry that it's not bouncing downward. There was a 15, a 14. There we go. One more push to go through it. I'm gonna reverse any second, guys. I'm gonna take, what did I get? 1910. So this is 08. I was trying to reverse at the fib. So let's see. It's gonna blow through that. Broke 3K though, so that's a nice little cushion. Bank it as you can, and then manage your. This is just my advice. What I do, then I manage my bad position, and I make sure it doesn't get too high, and I look at everything to see what's happening. So typically we got double fibs here. This is a reversal sign. This was a reversal sign. This was a spinning top, but it didn't reverse. So now we have a ladder bottom sort of as it hits two fibs. So what if it breaks this fib strong enough, then I'm definitely going to go the other way. So let's just see. But, like I said, it's $400. You can't be too concerned. Even when I see this break 200, I'm going to start to worry a little bit. But kind of right, almost exactly at my position. It's just I got a great position. It's going to hover along this fib and maybe grind here a little bit. So let's see. But I'd like to see. There's another spinning top. So this is now that we have a downward trend and you see a spinning top, that's an actual, if this closes green, then you could call that a bullish doji pattern or a spinning top, a very, very recognized pattern. Why do patterns work? Because everybody sees the same pattern. Everybody reacts the same. There's tens, if not hundreds of thousands of traders making this move right now, and all of them that know patterns see this pattern as a reversal if this closes green right here. It's the beginning of an indecision with the doji, and now let's see if it continues the indecision. So that's day trading volume 2 and 3. You're going to want to understand these patterns, guys. I'll have a link there for you. And for those of you that think that they patterns are, there it goes. So this is definitely a reversal pattern. How high it reverses, I don't know, but it's already doing it. So let's see. So that's a great trade already for me. But I'm going to let that go because of that pattern. And I love to prove it when people say they're ridiculous. Patterns don't work and da 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 da. Everything in technical analysis is based on a pattern. So you're saying technical analysis doesn't work? If technical analysis doesn't work, then you must be a fundamental that you only look at the total value of the company, what it's going to produce next, what did it do last year, blah, blah, blah. That's not really a day trading mentality. That's a long-term Warren Buffett mentality, and there is definitely something to be said for it. But in day trading, you're at the strength of the stock in the hour, the minute, and the second. So you have nothing else to go by but technical analysis and how you trade, mental analysis, how you trade that technical analysis. And I got this email, and you guys have heard me, I get a little testy when I get some of the emails just because I can't believe it. And there's anger in the emails but what I'm showing, what I'm teaching. Anger, like, why are you showing the candlestick patterns? That's all a bunch of malarkey bull. It's like, dude, I mean, sorry, but I'm not calling your name out or anything, but were you born yesterday? I mean, have you traded it all? All technical analysis, all support and resistance lines, all Fibonacci's, all trend lines, all technical analysis. That's what we're all doing. And then we all figure out what works for us. And no, they don't work all the time. Of course not. Of course they don't work all the time. But you got to have something. So when things repeat, that's a pattern. So you look for repetitive things, and then you count on them not working, but at least you've got something, or the way the RV strategy talks about it is you count on it working until it doesn't. Like you count on this as being a ceiling that it can't break through until it does. So you might trade it like I should have done when it was at $400 and I wasn't gabbing away, as a reversal, and then if it came back, just reverse right back again. That's scalping, and that's technical analysis based on my I didn't even open the 4-hour chart to show you, but I marked the bodies and wicks just like I do for the RV strategy, so you should watch some of those in the archives to give me other waypoints. Yeah, you guys are all blowing by me because I'm missing like every single scalp in here talking to you guys. That's okay. I already made my week, no problem. So this is gravy. This is entertainment. Fun. Look at the 5 minute. The 5 minutes, and this is the other thing, don't lose perspective as it starts to go up. This is what's been happening on the 5 minute, straight down, although we are getting a big doji here. So that could be, or it's almost a rickshaw man over there. And the 15 minutes still very red, though. All right, so I don't want to continue to miss. Oh, so it broke that 4 hour. Okay. So now I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at this to take a trade and to turn around. That's what I'm going to look at. And there it is. So I'm going to reverse right there and bank that and manage this worsener getting position here. It's continuing to go up pretty strong. So I'm looking for a pullback to maybe turn around. I'm going to take a $12 hit there and turn around. It might have been more than that because of the slight slippage. But it looks like it's going to continue to go up. So when you see 100% over here consistently, that tells me to get on that wave. I've described it before where it's like if you're a surfer, you're waiting, for the wave, and then you jump on. It's already happening. You're kind of behind. You weren't there at the inception of the wave. Those are the real lucky people, but you're not too far behind if you jump right on it, right? So now it broke right through the fib. I was thinking about to tell you guys that I might reverse at the fib. So, and I still might. It seems like it's going to have trouble punching through. See if it can grab up to that point of control where it would grind for a while. It feels safer, a few more cents higher. Oh, they blow it there. Come on, get me a little higher. I'll take that, 55. So I got a short at 55 and broke 4K. So 1955 short. Guys, that was fast. We are almost out of time. I'm going to reverse again. I think I got another 50, 60 bucks there. I'm back long again. Looking for it to grind there a bit and try to capture a couple small $50, $100 trades here. Got a little cushion over 4,000. I do want to hold the 4,000. I'd like to see this get back up in the 50s before I would reverse again. Oh, it's fallen off, unfortunately. That could be it now. And I wouldn't doubt that it would retrace all the way down. It's kind of hit a wall here, a ceiling. Point of control's right there. You got a fib. Oh, whoa. I just missed that, didn't I? 50. That was 52. 48. Let's get a little higher so I don't slip by the profit. Yeah, now it's actually a loss, so 49. Yeah, I want more than 3 cents here. So that's my position. So I'm looking at 56, 57, 58, maybe 60 before I turn around. This is at 66. So that would be definitely a spot if it keeps going up. Or if it drops off and goes through that, then I'm going the other way. There's 54. 55. Nice big squall going over us. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Wow, 60. What did I get at? 50. I took it at 59. Okay. So I took it in anticipation of this, which was a little early. And now this, if it breaks through that pre-market, I'm definitely going to go the other way. Wow, it's still going up. So yeah, this is my probably my last trade, guys. I've got a couple minutes left. We made arrangements to come back at the power hour. It's getting very close to a lot of people are just going to jump into the RV strategy. It's another reason that we marked it out for that. I am not going to do that today. But that usually starts a half hour after market open. Today is kind of a weird day anyway because of the announcements, so we don't expect huge movements on the RV stocks. A lot of consolidation, which in some ways is just absolutely perfect. And then depending on the news, I predict that the market's going to go up, but he has to say something really, really, really bad for the market not to go up, in my opinion. Everybody's just waiting for him to say what he says and take a breath. I'm going to buy out on this when it gets down to anything decent. 4,500. Look at that. Keep going down. Why don't you keep dropping? Keep dropping down here. What is that at? 41? So I'm going to look to get out at this 4 hour. Maybe I can hold it that long. Or I'm not going to let this get below 4,000. So this is better than we thought, guys. So we're doing good. Well, look at the 5 minutes turned around to long. And so is the 15. So now we have a message to go long, and I'm going the wrong way. Look at just a lot of them waiting down here. A lot of them not letting that want to get by back past that pre-market. If you look at the level 2 numbers, let's see. Wow, that was really good for a second, and I let it slip by me. 48, 47, 45. We're right at that 4 hour, just about to hit that 4 hour. I'll take that. Where did I get that? So 4,700 even. I'm out for the day, 30 seconds early. So, whew, I see this coming across like it's going to pull it up. So make sure you there's a video that shows you how to set your volume profile, guys. You should definitely get the intraday volume profile. Definitely get the scalper's indicator. You're trading the open or the RV straight. It's good for any kind of, except longer term swings isn't really going to help you. But all those custom scripts, episode 83, this one has been put out in the more recent 4 or 5 episodes many times. It'll say it right on the thumbnail. Look for that one, as well as custom layouts as well. So look for those. So everything's free, guys. All we want is for you to watch and subscribe. So hopefully you got some value out of this, and thanks for watching. And I'll leave you with my catchphrase, which is stay green out there. Be careful.